Good afternoon. My name is Heather Lawless, and today my goal is to encourage and hopefully inspire you to integrate technology into your classrooms. Integrating technology into the classroom can help increase student interest and engagement, and studies have shown that incorporating technology not only increases students' learning and achievement, but can also provide useful and immediate feedback to teachers. In a recent study, teachers reported seeing a strong correlation between using technology and preparing students for high-stakes testing, which is awesome because we know the amount of testing that our students are going to have, and that's probably not going away anytime soon. And so if we can do anything to increase their ability to perform well and include technology, why not? Now, it's also been reported that incorporating technology also encourages student engagement and increases the participation for all students. And this is another reason why integrating technology is going to be a useful tool and easy to implement. The hardest part is stepping out and making that first step. Once you do it, it can make the life as a teacher, personally speaking, so much easier, and it overall improves the experience for both you, the teacher, and the student. Now, another study showed that when you incorporate technology into the classroom, students respond more positively. They also report that they're having more fun, and students who normally don't participate in regular classroom activities seem to be more engaged and more willing to participate and show great improvements in their concepts that they're supposed to be learning. Now, I'll give you one more piece of research before we get into the actual training that I hope to inspire you with today. We know as teachers that our students are going to need lots of technology skills, lots of 21st century skills to keep up with the ever-changing world that we live in. And we as teachers need to be experts and have expertise in teaching those skills that we're expecting and encouraging our students to use and learn. And so in order to do this, we're going to need professional development that addresses those needs as well as a strong support system. Today, my goal is to introduce two tools, digital tools that I think are great launching pads for incorporating other technologies along the way. Both of these tools are easy to set up, easy to implement, and you can use them as much or as little as you need until you feel more comfortable and you can build upon them. Now, the two tools that I'm going to offer some training on today are Plickers and Google Classroom. Now, before we get to how to implement those tools, I'm going to give you just a brief introduction into what in the world are Plickers and what is Google Classroom exactly. We'll start with Plickers. Plickers is a powerful, simple tool that lets teachers collect real-time formative assessment data without the need for student devices. So this is a great way to get quick, real-time feedback on how your students are learning, what they're learning, without a lot of technology on the part of the students. It provides a way to scan student responses quickly using one mobile device, and then the students just need a set of cards that the teacher can print out. Each student gets a unique barcode, a paper clicker, and the student answers questions by raising their barcodes to the teacher's smartphone or tablet. Now, the teacher gets a real-time bar graph, and data is stored in reports. And Plickers can be used to tailor instruction with instant feedback, quick checks for understanding, to know whether your students are understanding big concepts and mastering the key skills that they need. I personally love Plickers. When it was first introduced to me, I was a little wary. I didn't quite understand how it went, but it's a great tool for teachers who have that issue of, well, I don't have enough devices for each student to use, so therefore, how am I supposed to incorporate technology? Well, Plickers is a great way because all it requires is a device, one device, and it could be the teacher's personal phone, it could be an iPad, it could be a tablet, and then again, of course, the ability to print out those cards, which it can be on plain paper, works just fine. You don't have to have any special type of materials to do this. And again, the benefits, that immediate feedback, you can use them as pre-tests, you could use them as exit tickets, you could use them even as a quiz, and I found the students love it. Instead of them answering questions on a piece of paper, instead they just hold up their cards to answer, and you immediately know who gets it, who doesn't, because they're each assigned a card number, and you as a teacher can see that. And you also can again use this as a grade because you are assessing their knowledge, and then it can kind of guide your instruction right there. The second tool that I want to introduce and expand upon is Google Classroom. Now, in order to use Google Classroom, your school does have to subscribe to Google, but after that initial investment, I think it is well worth the time and money to incorporate it. Google Classroom kind of mimics things like Blackboard or even Edmodo, in that it creates a digital classroom, an online classroom environment that is very user-friendly for both the students and the teacher. It's once you subscribe to Google, so your school would have to be a Google school, but it's free. It comes with the Google apps like Google Docs and Google Spreadsheets and Google Presentations. This is just one of the other features that comes with it. And it's a web-based platform that incorporates all the Google services, like I said, including Google Docs, Gmail, Google Calendar. And the cool thing I think about Google Classroom is that it saves time and paper. It makes it easy to create classes online, distribute assignments, make announcements, you can communicate, and it just helps to stay organized because you lose the paper trail and everything is digital. There's a timestamp, so a student couldn't say, well, I turned it in and you lost it. Well, no, it says right here you turned it in, what time you turned it in, and it allows that documentation that we as teachers sometimes need. Teachers can also quickly see who has or hasn't completed the work, so I don't have to worry about taking stuff home and going through it and writing it down. It's going to tell me who turned in the work and who still needs to turn in the work. And it provides direct real-time feedback and grades right there in the classroom, so I can see their assignments, I can grade their assignments, I can send them comments, I can give them their grade back through Google Classroom. You can even allow parents to sign up for the class so that they can be aware of what's going on and they can see right along with their student what is in classroom. I've found that it's a great way to catch up students who are absent. Instead of me trying to hand them a whole packet of papers, if every week you can give like a summary of all the notes, all the worksheets, whatever it is that you did, post it right there in Google Classroom. They can access it from anywhere at any time and be right there at the classroom. It's also a great way to do flipped classrooms. So I can post lectures, I can post lab demonstrations as a science teacher, especially like if a student was absent. I can post pictures of the lab or the results of the lab or me doing the lab for the students so that they could experience it even though they weren't there and still be able to get credit. So Google Classroom for me has been an awesome tool, and so I hope that you, after this training, think that it's an awesome tool. So now that I've given you a little background knowledge as to why I want to offer this training, and I've given you some background information on each of the digital tools, that will conclude this first part of your training, which is more informative and to help you understand why these tools are effective, what they're all about, And so next, the training is going to focus more on how you can implement them in your classroom and use them to see results. So thank you for your participation in this first part of the training. I hope that you learned a lot and feel more encouraged to incorporate these digital tools. And as you go into the second phase of this training, I hope that when you're done, you feel inspired and encouraged to go out and give it a try. That's the first step, is to just give it a try and see how you can make it work for you. Thank you again. Until next time.